Hello. I'm a little bit late today. Oh my gosh. I hate being late. I had a phone call right at about 2 minutes to 2. And I'm trying to not rush somebody off the phone and feel rude. But then I'm being rude to everybody who, I told I would be here at 2. So can't win sometimes. Oh, I forgot to even look in the mirror, you guys. I have been sanding drywall, or not drywall, but the little stuff you stick in. What's it called? My mind is a blank. Filling nail holes, and you put it in there, and then you sand it off so you can repaint. Whatever that stuff is called. Spackle. That's what it's called, spackle. I've been filling nail holes, and I had to totally start over because I was doing it wrong, and that's life. This moving is starting to really get to me. Every room in our house feels torn apart now, and I am someone who cannot stand clutter. But I'm dealing with it. Not very well, but I am dealing with it. Okay, so I heard an objection today, and I thought that would be the topic of my live. I think it's going to be pretty quick. And I know I always say that, but I really do think it's going to be a quick one today. So I heard someone say this, and boy, could I relate. They said, I don't know if I want to use my current Facebook profile to promote my digital marketing business because I feel like I've done so many things that nobody will take me seriously. And oh my gosh, I felt like that could have been me talking. I feel like I have tried so many things over the years to kind of find out what I want to do, what makes me feel good about it or whatever. And I recently had a conversation with a young woman who is pursuing something that she has wanted to do for a very long time. She's pursuing it. It's starting to come to fruition, and it's not very relationship friendly. This career path is not very relationship friendly, and she's in a new relationship, and she's just sort of starting to question whether that's a good path for her because it's not relationship friendly, it's not parenthood friendly, and as someone who has coached women on finding passion and purpose in life and fulfillment, this is just, we make it so hard sometimes. We really do. Because I think sometimes we think purpose is, big. It's huge. It has to be impactful to the masses. And it doesn't. It only has to be impactful for you. So there's a story about a woman, and this is a really basic story, but I think you're going to understand what I mean. There was a woman whose family had high expectations of her going to college. And so she was enrolled in college and taking college classes, and to earn money for her living expenses, she was working as a barista in a coffee shop, like a Starbucks or whatever. And she loved it. And she was great with people. She loved going to work every day. It made her happy. She worked her way up. She became a manager. Throughout all this time, she's still going to college. Finally gets through college, and she, is ready to do her career that she went to college for. And so she quits working as a barista, and she's miserable. She's just flat out miserable. And what she decided eventually to do was just go back to being a barista, and worked her way up into a district manager, where she would go around to the different stores in her district, and I don't know what they do, but she was so much happier relating to customers, helping other baristas become really good at what they did so that they could feel fulfilled like her. But she felt so bad that she had gone to college, and her parents paid for her college. But, here's at the end of the day, here's who you have to live with, is yourself. And if you're the person whose objection is, I don't know if I want to use my Facebook profile because I don't know what this person is going to think. My parents are going to think, my spouse is going to think, my friends are going to think, my coworkers are going to think. I have a couple things to say about that. And the first one is, it's a mindset thing because, first of all, we think people worry about us a lot more than what they really do. I think it was Eleanor Roosevelt that said you wouldn't worry so much what people thought about you if you realized how seldom they do. We are all, I hate to say this, we're all just a little bit self-centered. We're thinking about what's going on. I've been thinking about my move. Wasn't that like the first thing I talked about when I started today was, I'm thinking about how stressful this is. So I'm not worried about what my friends are doing on Facebook or Instagram or TikTok or anywhere. I'm just trying to get my stuff done. I'm just trying to live life. And I think that's how most people are. But I've been there. I have done the many, many things. I should actually write them down someday because I say this a lot and I don't know exactly how many, but I've been in many MLMs. I've tried many. I think my favorite one was probably Pampered Chef, just because I do love kitchen gadgets and I like to cook and try new recipes. So I think Pampered Chef was my favorite one, and probably the one I was the most, hello there, thanks for joining. Probably the one I was the most successful at because I did really enjoy it. And I didn't feel like I was bothering people or being annoying on social media. We didn't even have like the kind of social media back then. But, the people that would say anything to you about what you're doing, well, first of all, if they're really giving you a hard time about it, like how supportive of a person is this in your life? Maybe you should just block them on social media so they don't have to look at any of your stuff. Hello, thanks for joining. And, and the other thing is, like, do they pay your bills? So are they trying to hold you back from doing something that's going to earn extra income so that you can meet your goals? Whatever reason you would be doing this in the first place. Is it, is it to pay off debt? Is it to save for something? Is it because you want to travel more and you just don't have the budget to do it right now and you're wanting to earn extra money? Is it because you want to leave a legacy? Excuse me. Start building some generational wealth? Do you want to feel like you have more of a pad to go into retirement and feel like you have some extra padding in your retirement account? There's many reasons people do it, and none of those reasons have anything to do with the people that are sitting there criticizing you about what you're doing. In fact, people that are doing less than you will always be more critical than people who are doing more. It's the people who aren't doing anything that are going to be the most critical. And, here's something that I've thought for a very long time. People always reject what they don't understand. And guess what? It's not your job to help them understand it. If they want to understand it, they will. If they want to just be critical and judge you, they will. And there's nothing you're going to do to change that. So you just do you and don't worry about what the people are saying. And if you really just need to not have that negativity, just block them. Block, block, block. But yeah, I didn't have a lot today to say. I was right this time. Like, I don't really have a ton to say about that. I think it's pretty straightforward. If you're doing something or thinking about doing something online because you want to simplify your life, you want to have more time freedom. Maybe you're a young parent and you want to stay home with your kids. Maybe you're just, like that barista, like you want to find something that brings you a little more joy, and your job, your 9 to 5 is sucking the life out of you. I've been there too. So let's set aside the objection of worrying about what people are going to think about you on social media, because, they probably don't care about what you're doing on social media, first of all. Second of all, like I said, they don't pay your bills. They're not financing your dreams, so they don't really get a say. And, again, people will just reject what they don't understand, and it's not your job to help them understand. It's your job to do you. Let them do them. Does anybody have any questions about digital marketing? My allergies are still so bad. I wonder if anybody else is struggling with their allergies this year. But this is a rejection-proof business, because literally everything we do is to drive people to our sales funnel, and the sales funnel does the work. You're putting in an average of a 2-hour workday. The rest of your day is for you. And, use your social media account and don't worry about what other people think. If you would like a copy of the free daily pay blueprint that I use to get started, I'd be happy to share that with you. Just comment yes in the comments or send me a direct message, and I'll be happy to send that over to you. That's all I have today. Is, what other people think of you is none of your business, right? Let them think what they want to think. It's not going to change your life any. And this is like a gift in midlife, ladies. Let me just tell you this. This is a gift in midlife to care a lot less. You will learn to care a lot more about how you feel about yourself every day than what other people's opinions are of you. So I always just think, if I can just be a little bit better than I was yesterday, then I'm on the right track. It's a little bit better every day. Just keep plugging away and moving forward. Okay, so I will be back here on Monday. Today's Friday, so I don't go live on Saturday and Sunday. But if you have questions, please feel free to DM me. If you're watching this on the replay and you don't want to wait for me to reply to your request for the blueprint, you can always find it in the link in my profile. And I hope you all have a good weekend. I will be back here on Monday. See you then. Take care.